Well, for more on this, let's bring in Oliver McGee. He is a former U.S. Deputy Assistant Secretary of Transportation for Technology Policy in the Clinton administration. He's also the author of Jump in the Aisle, How I Became a Black Republican in the Age of Obama. Good morning.
Good morning, Cheryl.
They're pushing it to the wire. I guess that's no surprise when it comes to Congress, Oliver. But this short-term deal, they're still arguing about, on the Democratic side, the Dreamers. Nancy Pelosi is saying we've got to have something. She wants something now. The Republicans are saying it's about the military. Can they get an agreement for a longer-term spending bill in place before Christmas?
I think so. I think when the leader, McConnell and Ryan and Nancy Pelosi were meeting with Vice President Pence and President Trump in the Oval Office, I think they were really happy about what they were trying to come to in negotiations. And I think they're going to be coming up with a spending bill that has some constraints on what the spending is going to be in 2019 while they're trying to set up some caps in 2018. And as you said, it's very much so about the Dems with for the Dreamers and the Republicans for defense spending. And basically the two will find some path to meet together.
It's interesting, though. But you say that, but it's interesting, Oliver, because I want you to listen to what Luis Gutierrez had to say. He's a Democrat, of course, about where the Democrats stand. Pretty strong language. Listen to this.
If you need help of Democrats, then it can't be a Republican budget. It has to be an American budget. And within that American budget, it has to include values and ideals of Democrats.
Oliver, the Republicans cannot go it alone on the budget.
Right. They can, and they really need to have some type of compromise here. I think the White House and President Trump wants to do something about DACA, but at the same time, he wants to make sure that the military is well supported. Remember, the White House is about the guns and the money, and they want to make sure that there's enough money to go around for the guns. But at the same time, there is some American values that Trump is trying to ensure with DACA to ensure that is put in place. But he does not want that a part of the budget. He wants that to be separate so that he can try to be able to come at that at a different angle. And most of all, he wants to ensure that the corporate tax discussions is at 20%, and so that we can be competitive across nations. Because Britain's going down below 20% in the corporate tax rate, and Ireland's at 12%. So we really need to push this a little bit at the 20%, and
it's
that's
everywhere. It's everywhere. Oliver McGee, thanks for getting up with us so early this morning. We appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.